Welcome to another episode of the Mark Jackson Show. I'm Mark Jackson. Special shout out to my guys Cam and Mace on the Come and Talk to Me network. I'm with my co-host, my dynamic co-host, that is, Bluu.
What's going on?
Everything's good. You?
I'm good. I'm feeling good.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
I tore my Achilles 6-7 months ago, so the crossover's not there yet. I'm still recovering. Do you still play ball?
What type of question is that? You know I play ball. Just for fun nowadays. It's nothing serious, but you know.
No, it's always serious with you.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta come and see me play nowadays. I've simmered down. I'm a vet nowadays. I just control the pace, make the right plays.
That's good to know.
You know, I still got the ability to go get the bucket if it's necessary.
If you challenge, we know you go to 10.
Oh yeah. I go 0 to 100
on the gas pedal and the scoring mentality. So
I learned that from the front yard when you used to try to take over against me. I was like 8.
How often do you play?
I try to get up shots at least 3 times a week just to shoot, just to get my body moving. Now I usually try to play like at least once or twice a week.
But that's right. You brought your guy to come see the show. We want to give him a shout out.
Yeah.
What's his name
Asante. Yeah, he got game.
What's his name?
Asante.
Y'all on the same team or y'all go against each other?
In the league, we play on the same team. We gotta set the record straight. Okay. When we go to play in the open run, we'll play on separate teams.
That's really not fair. 6'5" and a 6'4" dude with skills on the same team in a regular
rec league.
Rec league.
What's wrong with that? These dudes got game. Nah, it'd be like Corey Maggette in the league. It's like good, legit players.
I gotta come check you out then.
Nah, don't try to come now. You're not. Don't try to join us now. Now that you heard some names, you see. That's.
It's good to see you enjoy it because it goes by fast.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to get back to that, being on the court.
You trying to play?
I went and took some shots just the other day, did some drills, some suicides, got shots.
Some suicides?
Yeah, with my your young brother Yankee.
Okay.
We went and got it in and had a good time. The shot's looking good.
It's looking good?
It's looking good.
You still got it?
Yeah, the first time I played a couple of months ago was the first time I took some shots in it, probably 6-7 months. I was disappointed in myself. It just felt bad, but now you could tell it's back.
It's back?
Yeah, it's back.
So you might be ready to be, you'll be the 5th?
I'm not.
You don't got to do too much. Just spot up. We're going to get you.
I told you, too many guys try me. I don't do that anymore.
No, just flash. They play a lot of zone. You just flash the high post. We hit you and just make the plays.
No, because you get mad when I don't shoot.
Yeah, I do get mad when you don't shoot. You're going to have 30 assists and not a single shot attempt. Nah, you got to come hoop with us sometime.
I look forward to it.
All right, man. We got a good day. Again, we got the viewer questions.
Okay.
We here with y'all, man. Like, comment, talk to us. We excited today to just be here and interact with y'all, right?
I love the questions. I love the comments. So continue it, please.
There we go. All right, we're going to start this off. You know what? That's my mistake. We can't start this off yet. We got to shout out Underdog Fantasy. Click the link in the bio and use the promo code MARK. That's MARK. Play the Pick'em game. That's one of our favorites. Go click it right now, man.
Got to pay the bills.
We got to. The lights is bright. We got to make sure they stay on. We got to make sure they stay on.
You know, a friend of mine said, a friend of his was like, tell Mark to smile. And the guy was like, he's not smiling. He'll laugh, but he's not smiling. So, all right. Now
what was that? What was that?
I'm trying to please the people.
Can we get a good smile?
No. That's enough.
What was that?
Go ahead.
No, you smile better than that.
Go ahead, my bad.
All right, man. Dang. Some of these questions will make you smile. Here we go. All right, we got the first one from Wall IMF Maine. And he goes, other than how it ended with the Warriors, what was your most trying time as a coach?
Taking the job, which is a great question. Taking the job, realizing that we was not going to be good from day one. Realizing who was about winning, who wasn't about winning, who was going to make the commitment to turn things around because not just my legacy, but their legacy was on the line. Instilling a culture and principles. It's a team that made the playoffs one time in 19 years before we took over, and establishing a culture and holding guys accountable day in and day out. When coming from a losing culture and a losing mentality, maybe they couldn't understand it. The first thing I did was fly to Charlotte, meet Steph Curry in the bar area of the Ritz-Carlton in Charlotte, downtown Charlotte, going to meet the players and letting them know it wasn't about me, it was about us. And changing it and changing it in the middle of a 23-win season, but picking and choosing the positive things that you take from losing, because there's lessons learned from losing. So I guess being strong through adversity. Famous preacher once says, trials and tribulation is transportation to where you're going to. And we learned that. And here they are, owners of a dynasty because of those periods. A lot to be proud of, and I'm honored to have played a small part in it.
That's a great answer. I'm just a little confused by your answer, in all honesty.
Why?
What was the most difficult part?
Taking over a team that hadn't won but one time in 19 years.
So that first season was the most difficult part?
Yeah, winning 23 games, being able to see the forest through the trees, being able to understand and build a culture that had longevity and sustainability from day one. Mm-hmm. Trying to sell guys that we're going to win when we're losing. Those are tough times. Seeing Steph Curry have ankle issues and never understanding or feeling like he was going to get totally healthy. Having your best player on the sideline, not being sure about would he ever be healthy enough to play and carry this group. Having a young team that had experienced no success, depositing in those guys and trying to instill a belief in them until they got it. That's a challenge.
Yeah, people don't talk about those days with Steph because he's overcome his injuries. But it was a minute where people were saying, is Steph just injury prone? Is he ever going to be able to play? And those were times where it was a real narrative about his health.
It really was. And he was a guy, he just sprained ankles in games, in practice. I remember we was doing a shoot around where you don't do live drills and the ball goes out of bounds and Steph Curry just trots to go get the ball and he sprains his ankle and he's out that game. Like, that's a freak injury. That just doesn't happen. They signed Steph Curry to a 4-year, $44 million deal, $11 million a year. Steph Curry at $11 million a year is an absolute deal and a steal. And the only reason they could do that is because of the injury prone that he was going through early on in his career. Thank God for him, and as important, for the fans of the game. He changed the game and is going down as an all-time great because he was able to stay healthy and build on that health with his performances on the floor.
All right, man. That's a great question. I appreciate that one. That's a good answer, too. You're doing your thing today.
I like the question better than the answer, but I'm biased.
All right. We got the next one up. DP Creates asks, what NBA rule would you add or change in the league today? That's a good one.
That is a good one. So he's making me commissioner for the day?
Yeah. How's it feel?
Great. I just got more hair.
Dang.
No, shots fired. I would contemplate, but I wouldn't add a 4-point shot, excitement of the game, but I wouldn't do it, even though it would be enticing and tempting to do. But one thing I would do is allow the defense to be able to win games. Not by going back to the 90s, beating guys up, but being able to offer some sort of resistance defensively, hand checking, guiding guys, bumping guys that's trying to run a floppy action, little things like that to give the defense a chance, because in all fairness, in today's rules, you really don't have a chance to defend the way, if you want to make a guy that's an elite scorer uncomfortable the way you used to. And I think it makes it tough on the defense, and it also messes up when you look at the numbers historically that some of these guys are going to wind up having. Just like it goes in basketball, it goes in football. These receivers, these quarterbacks, if you can't touch them, they're going to put up numbers that make them look like they're the greatest of all time. And they'll be greats, but if they had some resistance defensively, whether it be a cornerback or initial defender, gives you a better chance of being able to defend.
So you want to go back to when basketball was football?
No, I don't want to do that. But I want to get closer to that. I want to be able to have some resistance, because if you can't touch me and you can't be physical with me and make me uncomfortable, and I can get to any spot I want without any resistance, you don't stand a chance.
Yeah, but dudes is getting hurt. You don't want the players to start getting hurt again. I don't want to shoot a jump shot and the dude landing under me. Like, no, make the rule where you can't land under me so I don't twist my ankle. I
got no problem with that. See, there you go and going to the extreme. I got no problem with that.
You shouldn't be able to hand check me when I'm making a crossover. What? That's not basketball. Slide your feet.
Wow.
What?
Only one of us here was Defensive Player of the Year in 1987.
Oh, my gosh. You going to pull that up?
The Big East Conference in 1987. So let me talk on behalf of the great defenders in the history of this game.
Mm-hmm. Get it off.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
No, it's too late. It wasn't a joke.
No. But you have to be able to offer some resistance. And resistance, I mean, I'm not talking about physically directing the guy, but being able to put a hand on him and being able to be a little bit more physical than allowing them to roam and dance and do whatever they want.
I feel that.
I can't. There's no way I'm beating Allen Iverson in a 7-game series if you don't let me be physical with him.
Yeah, but when it comes time for the playoffs, we overrate the difference in physicality. It's physical in today's NBA in the playoffs. The regular season is called a lot looser, yes, but in the playoffs, they letting it go.
I don't agree with that.
You don't think the playoffs is intense in the NBA?
Playoffs? No. I think it depends on who's playing. I think the rules don't allow you to be as physical as you once was able to be defensively, and because of that, you're at the mercy of these great offensive weapons. Nobody in particular, but all of them. They got too much stuff and too skilled offensively to not allow me to make them uncomfortable. Matter of fact, you asked me if I was commissioner. Why am I having a dialogue with you? I'm the commissioner. That's the rule.
Don't break the chair. Relax.
That's the rule. I'm the commissioner.
All right, you got it. If I was the commissioner, though, similar to you, I would make a defensive change.
Oh my goodness!
What?
You just went. So were you just playing paddleball or ping pong or tennis? You just arguing just to argue because now you want the same rules?
No, a similar. Let me finish what I'm
Okay,
saying.
go ahead.
You be listening close to what I'm saying until it's time for me to say something. Then you're not listening close no more. If I'm the commissioner, I would change the goaltending rule. Dude should be able to block the ball. If it's just sitting up on the rim and I'm 7 feet, go grab it.
So international style.
International style.
That would be exciting.
I think that adds to the game. It gives big men more of another way to impact the game. Wemby's blocks would be out of this world. He had the most blocks of all time.
International guys would have an advantage because they're used to those rules. Where some of our guys would be looking at it. Can I grab it? Can I dunk it? Can I block it off?
True.
Got to be smart, intellectually smart. Which reminds me, I played with the Clippers, right? Mm-hmm. And this guy, I'm not gonna name him, Lloyd Vaught. He was a starting power forward for us, and he knew no plays. Now, he was an outstanding player, had no clue. If I come down and run 3X or 4 down or 5 up, he had no clue. You could just look in his eyes and say, 4 guys get it, 1 guy don't know. And he didn't understand what play we were running, how to run it, and what it meant. But one thing he was able to do, which was incredible, if a guy, Ken Norman, gets a rebound, and he gets an offensive rebound, he's going up to put it back in, Lloyd Vaught, without a doubt, would grab him by his waist and elevate him in the air. So Ken Norman is dunking on everybody. The rim's here, Ken Norman's here dunking because Lloyd Vaught was aware and alert enough to grab him by the waist and give him a boost. They then changed the rules that you couldn't do that. But I'm sitting there like, yo, dude, how could you not remember 5 up, but you remember to grab this dude by the waist and lift him up? Like, it's just like comical. I don't know where I went with that story, but shout out to Lloyd Vaught.
Did he ever lift you up?
No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
I was hoping
Good try. Good try. And you try to act like you sincere. Did he ever lift? No. Next question.
It's okay.
No.
All right, man. Next question.
That's a heck of a try, though. Seriously. That's a heck of a try.
I had to attempt. What's his name? Lloyd
Vaught.
Lloyd Vaught?
Yes, Vaught.
Okay.
Good dude, outstanding player. Didn't know one offensive set we was running.
All right, man. Let's move on. We going to Young Sleep 585 next. And he asked, who was the most underrated player you played with?
Wow, 17 years. Off the top of my head, the one guy that I believe was the most underrated player I played with, I was an Indiana Pacer. We had great success going to the playoffs, going to the conference finals, going to the NBA finals. Alabama's own Derek McKee, 6'9", could do everything on the floor. For lack of a better term, was a poor man's Scottie Pippen. Could initiate the offense, outstanding vision, outstanding defender, could shoot, could post. He was a big-time talent and a key part of the success we have in Indiana early on, and then went from starting to coming off the bench, but a big-time talent. As quiet as you want to see a person be, but was a great competitor and had no flaws on the offensive end or defensive end. He was a total team dude and completed us. So Derek McKee from the University of Alabama would be my answer.
That's a great choice. Anybody else stand out to you in your mind that you want to say is in the discussion?
You know, I give a shout out to Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward, Florida State's own. Think about this. This dude won the Heisman Trophy the Heisman Trophy for being the best football player on a collegiate level in the country and did not get drafted. Did not get drafted. How criminal is that? These people draft actors and actresses and singers as the last pick and they make fun of it. This dude is the Heisman Trophy winner and didn't get drafted.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
from there goes on to start for the New York Knicks and have great success. But when I got to the Knicks later on in my career after battling against them in the playoffs, respect and appreciation for his game, his toughness, how he conducted himself, I realized how smart he was as a basketball player. That Jeff Van Gundy team that I played for with the Knicks, we had a team full come playoff time. He challenged us to know every call, every set, and how the coverage was going to be. Jeff would ramble out a play that the team was going to run, and he'd point, okay, what is that? How are we going to defend it? Okay, what's the counter to it? What do they run off of this? Every single player knew top to bottom. Nobody got the answers wrong. And Charlie Ward was somebody I had great respect for and appreciation for, of how he was willing to come off the bench. Well, not willing because he was backing me up. I say that. but class guy and an underrated Nick and professional.
How important is it to have dudes like that on a bench on a winning team?
It's very important, which is why I really look, bringing it to today's game, I like when the Phoenix Suns pick up Isaiah Thomas, a proven guy that wants to win, that understands what it takes to win, and can be a voice, holding guys accountable, and a guy that you can also throw in if you need a bucket or you need a spark plug. You can trust them at the end of your bench. You can trust them in your locker room. You can trust them on the team bus, the team plane. Those guys are valuable. And I think some of these teams, I'll give you an example. When I was with Indiana, we drafted 2 high school players, Jonathan Bender, Al Harrington. If they went to any other team, and they'd be the first to tell you, they may not be in the league as long as they were. They came to a team full with veterans that nurtured them, guided them, taught them, held them accountable, loved them, and propelled them to long careers. And successful, not just basketball players, but even after the air was let out of the ball, quality, class, successful human beings. So it's important to me to have good people throughout your lineup, and especially on your bench.
What were Al Harrington and Jonathan Bender doing?
Well, first of all, they was doing stuff that you didn't think that you should be able to do. They were doing rookie chores.
Okay.
So they had responsibilities.
I got to catch it straight.
They bring the best donuts. They were so committed to making sure we got fresh donuts every single day. So they did that. Like one day, Jonathan Bender tells us, like he was a high jumping 6'9", lanky athlete. So one day he's like right-handed. So one day the dude tells us he wants to bet everybody money individually that he can take off from the top of the key and dunk with his left hand. Like I'm like, I done seen
From the top
of the key. So I'm like, I done seen everybody in the history of this game, and I've never seen that before in my life. Now, if you say you would take off on the foul line, okay, there's a chance. I might bet against you, but there's a chance you can do it. He said the top of the key. The dude was serious. He bet the whole team, went down to the end of the court, and he almost died. He almost died in midair trying to dunk with his left hand from the top. That's impossible.
He really tried it?
He tried it. Like
Did he get close at least?
No. Who do you know that could? I haven't met that person that can do that. And I don't want to put a bug in anybody's head. Please don't try this at home. It's not doable.
Nah, try it at home.
No, it's not
if
doable.
One of y'all could jump from the 3-point line.
It's not doable.
We've seen a lot.
The top of the key?
I seen a dude, Zach LaVine, windmill from the free throw line. I never thought I seen that.
The top of the key with his opposite hand.
Yeah, that's kind of outlandish.
Like, come on, man.
That's kind of outlandish.
That's foolish. We should have sent them home right then.
That's foolish.
We should have sent them home. But Al Harrington, I mean, great guy, friend to this day. I'm proud of those guys because of the human beings that they became. And then especially Al, he became that OG to players that he all of a sudden, that they were younger than him, and he poured and deposited into those guys. So he returned the favor. And that's what it's all about.
I heard you bring up your time with the Knicks a little bit.
You know, but getting back to Al Harrington, this is funny. I don't mean to cut you off. I used to have a charity game with Kenny Smith. We'd have a wheelchair charity game in New York City at the Garden. We invited NBA players, and we'd have a charity game playing real basketball against each other. So we drafted Al Harrington in Indiana. I never saw him play. So I'm like, I can get the kid that we drafted who lives in New Jersey to play him the charity game. Plays in the charity game, Madison Square Garden, first time I ever saw him. I call up Reggie Miller. This kid's a bust. He's awful. This dude can't play dead. I don't know what they talking about, where they draft him. He can't play. I didn't even put into the equation that this is a young teenage kid from New Jersey for the first time in his life playing in Madison Square Garden with the bright lights and a bunch of NBA players. Yeah. I wasn't even thinking that way. So we laugh about it to this day, and he knows that I did it. I was wrong. I judged him on the first performance, and he wasn't good that day. Yeah. But I turned out to have an incredible career, flat out scorer, 6'9", do a lot of things on the floor, and just a quality human being. God is, my boy for life.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say. You brought up the Knicks. We got a good question. Go off of that. We got Young Sleep 585, and he asked, "How did you feel when the Knicks drafted Rod Strickland?"
You said Young Sleep 585?
Yeah.
I think that's Rod's email. No, I was, as a young guy from New York City, fresh off of winning Rookie of the Year, I was disappointed. The same way that Rod has documented, he was disappointed. Not because I didn't like Rod. I just thought he was an incredible basketball player, and he was the same position as me. And he thought the same exact thing. If you had no thoughts or plans of playing us together, then you have no business drafting Rod Strickland. Because you draft him, you know good and well he's a starting point guard in the league. We never played together, which was unfortunate because I think we would have done some special things on the court together because of both our ability to push the pace, create offense, toughness. Both of us 6'3", 6'4". So we had the size that you can do it. I was disappointed, but he was a guy that we're gonna have on the show. Incredible, all-time great. Handle, finishing below the rim, craftiness. Unfortunately, we never played on the court together for a sustained period of time. But I was disappointed, to be honest, because I was young and I didn't think that they were going to play us together. So why draft him? You could have drafted somebody else, knowing that the point guard position was secure for years to come.
Yeah, y'all, that's a scary. If they played y'all together, that's a scary backcourt to come against.
I mean, he was
not trying to see that.
And think about me driving to practice every day. This is the dude I got to face. Like, you think it was tougher for me to go to practice than I'd rather play in a game against anybody in the league than to go to practice and have to deal with Rod Strickland.
Yeah, that's
the craftiness, the ability to get to his spots. Never got hurt. I'm like, take a possession off, take a 5-minute break. Like, dude, come on, man. Put the third guard in. I got to deal with this dude every day.
Especially you don't stretch or get warm, so you just going out there cold.
The only advantage is I don't do those things. But if practice was at 10 o'clock, he was showing up at 9:59. so I had time to
so that even the field out?
Even the field up a little, just a tad bit. But I tell you, shout out to Rod, because not only did he have an incredible career, and then after running the G League team for the NBA, and then after that, now the head coach at LIU in New York City doing an outstanding job. I got a lot of respect for him. Got a chance to see LIU play Pepperdine at Pepperdine this year and went to show love and support. Proud of the guy, proud of him.
And it's not new. His impact on the game, players, individual players that have spoke about how he's impacted them. I love to see coaches and former players who really love the game and really want to give back.
You know what I love? It shows you who he is. Kyrie Irving is his godson. And you see the similarities, the ability to finish in a crazy, crazy ways around the rim. And I saw an interview recently and they asked Rod Strickland. And if that was me, I'd be like, yeah, you see the similarities. Boy, I taught that boy how to finish everything. You know, he learned everything from his godfather. Rod goes, no, he just watching the game and just a fan of the game. I didn't teach him anything. He deflects. And it allows you to give him more props and acknowledge his greatness and his impact that will go on, not just from Kyrie, but there's young kids watching Kyrie, and that impact will be grandfathered to the great Rod Strickland.
All right, let's keep it going. We got a question from SC239, and they ask, all right. Checked out Bluu'S song, Can't Wait. Talented dude. Smooth voice. Where can I find more of his music?
I need you to read my questions like you read your questions. No, seriously. I need that.
No, you read your own questions.
Oh, man.
All right. So So this is a question for me. Just sit back, relax.
You probably couldn't wait for that question. You
I
like
couldn't.
how I flipped that?
I could.
Go ahead.
More music is coming soon, y'all. I've been working with a lot of my friends. It's a lot of good music that's coming. I'm excited, man. Within the next, I want to say month, it'll be some new music, some visuals, and a lot to look forward to. It's honestly been a little jarring us doing this show for me balancing it with my music, because we're here so often, we're doing so much content that it's kind of, especially with the birth of my son, life is lifing. Like,
Yeah. Keep on living and it will keep on lifing. But I always found it, coming from a musical family, watching the genius of putting a song together from a beat or from a melody or from, just a pen or pencil on a pad. Talk about that process. Is it challenging to you or does it come easy?
It comes easy. It's not a...
Flex.
Okay. No, it's because it's a lot of stuff in life that's difficult. But when you talk about, it's like you playing ball. It's just like it happens. It's joyous. It's some of my best time in my life is spending time creating music, writing melodies, and a lot of times it just comes from the joy. It's a gift that the Lord has given me, and I'm grateful for it. So no, it's not ever a time where it comes to music and I'm stressing or sweating about it.
That's great. Well, yeah. my favorite movie of all time is The Five Heartbeats.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the scene where Duck is being told, like, you're going to become a great writer when you go through things and experience life. It makes it easier to write because now you're writing from a place of experience and gone through some stuff. And I think this is a wonderful time for you to process what you're going through in life, put a pen to a pad, lyrics to melody, and great stuff is coming. So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah. As things go on in my life, I'm putting up Jalen Green numbers. Nah, man, I appreciate it.
But as a dad and a fan of music, I'm proud and can't wait, no pun intended, or pun intended, for what's next.
I appreciate that. I can't wait either. It's a lot. Uh-oh. We got another one for me, so just sit back and relax, sir.
I know who it's for by the tone of your voice.
Huh? What you
mean? Go ahead.
Let's put it up. At Mikey Mike, he says, is it me or is Bluu Steph Curry with a full beard? I didn't read that question fully before I said it.
Yeah.
All right, Mikey, put a picture of yourself. I'm on you, bro.
No, that's not a bad thing. I've seen it in the comments, and you could see the similarities.
Yeah, but I need, like, you know where we from. If you making a joke, give me a chance to.
That wasn't a joke.
Back.
I think that was sincere. Steph Curry with a beard.
Steph Curry got a beard,
but a full beard.
All right, Mikey, I'm gonna let you off the hook. It's not just you, people. I get it all the time. It is what it is. We could be kinfolk, but I like to think that I'm a little more handsome.
Wow.
Huh? What?
Just a couple episodes, you said humble.
Huh? I'm still humble. But somebody saying I look like somebody, I gotta, show my left and right side, both angles. Make sure they see the full exposure.
Okay.
Anyways, great question, Mikey. Great question. We got another one. It says, Leroy Jack says, good show, fellas. What point PG gave Mark the most trouble in his career?
Wow. There's so many greats in the 80s and 90s. I don't know if I can specifically say one. Obviously, in my opinion, the best to ever do it is Magic. Played against Isaiah, the great Isaiah. Played against so many greats throughout the course of my career, whether it be Kidd, Nash, Stockton, Peyton, Rod Strickland in practice. So it's a bunch, and I'm forgetting many, but it's tough to say one. But I tell you, like I said, facing Rod Strickland every day in practice was a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare. But Magic Johnson, like I said, is the best, so I guess that would be my answer. You got to deal with a 6'9" power forward playing the point guard position with a handle like everybody else favorite little man, and able to get where you want to on the court, and then tremendous vision. I guess that would be my answer.
Was it, when you played against him, was it like, man, I can't do nothing with this dude right now?
No, I didn't think that.
Okay.
I credit my foolishness.
Yeah.
But no, that wasn't what I was thinking. Probably you're thinking I'm going to try to win this game and do the damage in certain particular areas that I can do it with and beat them as a team, because this individual matchup is It's not going my way right now.
Trust me, I know that feeling. You've been in the gym with me when I played against some dogs. I'm not even gonna go down the list. There's some people that I could say are the best that I played against.
I mean, think about the privilege of being able to play against greatness.
Yeah.
It's a challenge, but it makes you better at the end of the day.
No, even dudes like Nick Young. I've played against him in different leagues, and just the fact of somebody may be like, oh, that's just Nick Young. But nah. That's an all-time scoring threat. Like, that dude playing against dudes like that is a memory for me.
Think about it. You played against him. I remember going to the game, watching in the rec league. You played against him, and guys was like, "Oh, he's done." A week later, he signed with the Warriors. Yeah. like, the dude wasn't playing. He wasn't getting after it. He was going through the motions, staying in shape, chilling.
Yeah.
And a week later, he's getting 20 for the Warriors. So.
That's why I don't even like to see when like real NBA players come to regular gym. They don't get the respect they deserve sometimes, man.
I'm sitting there listening to guys. I'm sitting behind the bench watching the game, and Barry the mechanic is thinking he's better than Nick Young. Dude,
come on, man.
Fill my oil up. Check the air pressure on my tires, please.
Don't do that.
No, put some respect on Nick Young's name, man.
Nah, you're right.
It hits home when people do that to me.
Nah, I feel it. Because I've been there in the gym when there's been a lot of people that thought they could cook you. I'm not gonna lie. You always set the record straight. I'm gonna give you that. We got flashback time, man. We got some good ones. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's put them up. We got you, the mayor, and Nana and Papa. What's this?
That's nice.
You got the key to the city?
The key to the city.
No, I was joking. You for real got it?
You shocked?
Wow. This is a flex.
This is the mayor, the late, great mayor of New York City, Mayor Ed Koch. This is winning my Rookie of the Year award, going to Tavern of the Green in New York City with my mom and dad. Late, great Mayor Ed Koch presenting it and having a press conference and acknowledging, giving me the key to the city. Great times. A kid growing up in New York City with big dreams, being able to share this moment with my mom and dad. My family was there. I don't take it for granted. Some great memories and great times. But this was a special day. Boy, my dad and mom clean, ain't they?
Nah, they look good, man. They look good. Y'all all look good. I want to know, because I never
mayor got to put a jacket on, though.
Yeah, y'all can't be looking this clean.
I mean, somebody working with the mayor should have been like, Mr. Mayor, jacket, please. Dude, come on, man.
He messed up the picture.
I ain't saying that. You trying to put a battery in my back, man. Come on, man.
No, but when you get the key, I never had the privilege of getting the key to the city. When you get it, does it open any special doors?
No, it doesn't do anything.
No, you just put it on.
You got the key to the city.
Okay, all right. You already had the key to the city. You were Rookie of the Year. You had it.
I don't need you gassing me now. I don't need you gassing me.
All right, man. Let's put up the next picture. Oh, we was just talking about this, man. You and Magic. That's crazy. What you remember about this picture?
This was at an NBA Finals game, post-career, obviously.
Wow.
What you talking about? I talk about Muhammad Ali. I talk about Earl of Pearl Monroe. But then there came a point where I was now in college, dreaming, and being a young NBA player, dreaming. And the standard at the point guard position was Magic Johnson. I can remember playing for the Knicks and Magic Johnson having a press conference because the Lakers were about to play the Knicks. People don't know when Magic Johnson announced that he was HIV positive. The next game was in Madison Square Garden against my New York Knicks team. I can remember staying in the hotel as Magic Johnson is announcing it during the press conference, staring at the ceiling with tears in my eyes. Think about it. When he announced it, people didn't think, oh, Magic will still be alive in 2024. I'm thinking one of my heroes, the GOAT at the position, is going to die soon. I mean, that's what everybody thought. Thank God he's still alive, healthy and whole, and impacting. Didn't just do it on the court, but did it off the floor. He's a standard, in my opinion, and somebody I got tremendous love and respect and admiration for. Just a powerful guy that has success written all over him. I remember my third year, I had knee surgery. Woke up to a card with balloons to encourage me from the great Magic Johnson. Think about that. I'm in the hospital, balloons. And it's from LA, from Magic, and his representative, Lon Rosen, sending an encouraging word to me. You never forget stuff like that.
Yeah. It's only love for Magic. All-time great player, all-time great point guard, all-time great man. So it's nothing that we could say anything else. That you put a cherry on top of it.
Think about it. You don't know it, but the vision. I mean, this is a 6'9" guy bringing the ball up the floor. Just click on YouTube. Go over some of his games and some of his best moments. The vision, the ability to make guys around him better, the ability to find guys and thread the needle. If I had one question to ask Magic from a passer's perspective, the one question that has bothered me for years that I don't think ever been presented to him. Magic Johnson in the Boston Garden makes a big-time play to win a championship down the stretch of a ball game, hitting a running skyhook. If you look at the replay of the running skyhook that Magic Johnson does in the paint area of the Boston Garden over 3 Celtic players, I don't know if anybody else knows that. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is wide open underneath the rim by himself. He is wide open by himself, wide open. Drop it off and a dunk. Did that ever cross Magic's mind? Or did he want to shine?
It's a great question.
Did he want to shine? He made the shot.
Maybe it's not about wanting to shine. Maybe he just trusted himself more than he trusted anybody else. He like, yo, I'm going to finish it.
That's the captain. At the time, that's the all-time leading scorer until LeBron passed him. Wide open, a 7-foot and change dude underneath the rim all by himself.
Fair question.
My question is, did you see him?
What?
Did you see him? That's all. Not the Blue Jackson. I saw you, but I just decided not to give you the rock. I've been there before. I'm like, yo, Blue, I'm open, man. I saw you
shooting it.
That's a fascinating thing that has bothered me for years, though.
Yeah.
But Magic Johnson, shout out to the great Magic Johnson, his impact on and off the floor.
Let's give a shout out to our sponsors, Underdog Fantasy. Click the link in the description and use the promo code MARK. That's MARK. Play the Pick'em game. That's one of our favorites. It's as simple as that.
That does it for this episode of the Mark Jackson Show. Again, special shout outs to the Come and Talk to Me Network and my guys Cam and Mace. Also, legend, co-host Bluu in the building. Remember, old man once said, folks will dissect you, hate you, and dislike you, all on speculation. But God loves you, knowing all the facts. This just in. Ignore the noise. Blessings.